What if dreams are not created entirely inside your own mind? Because throughout history, people have reported something deeply strange. Two people dreaming the exact same thing. The same place, the same events, the same conversation. As though, for a few moments during sleep, their minds entered the same reality. There are people who wake up disturbed after discovering someone else saw the exact same dream they did. Not a similar dream, the same details, the same strange locations, the same faces. Sometimes this happens between couples, close friends, twins. Sometimes between people separated by thousands of miles. There are stories of people dreaming about accidents before they happen. People dreaming of deceased relatives who reveal information they could not possibly have known. Children describing recurring dream worlds, identical to those described by other children they have never met. And perhaps the strangest part is this: stories like these appear in almost every culture throughout human history. For thousands of years, ancient cultures did not believe dreams were meaningless at all. Many believed dreams were places humans temporarily traveled to. The ancient Egyptians saw dreams as messages from another realm. Some indigenous cultures believed dreams connected people to shared spiritual worlds beyond ordinary reality. In ancient Greece, people would sleep inside sacred temples, believing dreams could contain guidance, warnings, even contact with something divine. And across completely different civilizations, separated by oceans and centuries, the same strange idea kept appearing again and again: that during sleep, the human mind becomes connected to something larger than itself. Modern science usually explains dreams as the brain processing memory, emotion, fear, and subconscious thought. And in many cases, that explanation makes sense. But shared dreams sit in a strange category of their own, because sometimes the similarities become so specific that coincidence begins to feel uncomfortable. Skeptics argue that humans naturally search for patterns, that we forget thousands of meaningless dreams and remember the rare ones that appear significant. And maybe that is true. But even many psychologists admit that dreams remain one of the least understood aspects of human consciousness. Because when we dream, something strange happens to reality itself. Time becomes unstable. Identity becomes fluid. Distance no longer seems to matter. The brain begins constructing entire worlds out of darkness. And yet somehow, these worlds can occasionally overlap with someone else's. Some researchers believe dreams may function almost like emotional mirrors, that people who are deeply connected emotionally can influence one another subconsciously during sleep. Others have explored the idea of collective consciousness, the possibility that human minds are not as separate as they appear. Carl Jung once proposed the existence of something called the collective unconscious, a deeper layer of the mind shared by all human beings, a place where symbols, fears, instincts, and ancient patterns exist beneath individual identity. And strangely, many recurring dreams across cultures contain almost identical imagery. Falling, being chased, dark oceans, labyrinths, unknown figures watching silently from the distance. Even people from completely different countries often describe the same dreamlike spaces and emotional experiences. Then there are the dreams people never forget, the ones that feel different, more vivid than normal dreams, more emotionally real, almost as though the experience happened somewhere outside the mind entirely. Many people describe waking from these dreams with overwhelming certainty that what they experienced was not just a dream. and that feeling can stay with them for years. Some neuroscientists suggest this may simply be the result of heightened emotional activity in the brain. But consciousness itself remains deeply mysterious. Even science still cannot fully explain why consciousness exists at all. Why matter arranged in a certain way suddenly becomes aware. Why the universe developed beings capable of dreaming in the first place. And this is where things begin to move beyond ordinary explanation. Because at the most fundamental level, humans are not separate from the universe around them. Every brain, every nerve, every thought, built from the same matter born in ancient stars. The atoms inside your body were once part of something else, something older. And modern physics increasingly reveals that reality itself is far stranger, more interconnected, and less solid than humans once believed. So perhaps dreams are not always random electrical noise. Perhaps occasionally they become something more. A brief crossing point between minds. A place where emotion, memory, fear, and consciousness touch something larger than the individual self. Not supernatural necessarily, but not fully understood either. And maybe that is why shared dreams continue to disturb people so deeply. Because they hint at a possibility humans have secretly sensed for thousands of years. That consciousness may not be trapped inside individual minds at all. That beneath the illusion of separateness, something deeper may connect us. Something invisible, ancient, and far beyond our current understanding.